So you have probably heard about a dude called Carl Jung, and you have probably heard the term synchronicity. Well, that's coined by him. So in 1930 he had his first lecture on it, and 1952 he wrote an essay about it, an acausal connecting principle it is called. There's a very famous example of when he was treating a very highly intellectual woman, very rational, very logical, and very she had a very strong defensive system about her emotions because it was very hard to reach them. She always had counter arguments and such things with Jung, so he kind of realized that, damn, I can't crack this girl. She always has counter arguments and she's too smart. So he just went with the flow. And one session, she told Jung that she had a very peculiar dream, that someone gave her a golden scarab. In Egyptian mythology, golden scarab is a very sacred symbol. Someone gave that to her in the dream, and at the same second she says this, they hear a noise on the window, a scarab. It's an European green version of the scarab, but that's the closest we can come to a golden scarab in Europe. He picks up this scarab and gives it to the woman. Here is your scarab. In that moment, that coincidence shocked her so much that her defensive, psychological, rational defensive system just opened up. Her logical mind, her rationality can't really find any logics for this. It was so divine timing. And that piqued the interest of Jung after this. And she cracked up, and they had sessions after that as a success, thanks to this scarab, this dream, and this real life happening just merging together in a divine timing. And that, my friends, happens in my life all the time. So it became a reality. In the beginning, I was doubting, like, no, what's that? Coincidences, coincidences. Like, coincidences? How can coincidences be this magical? A very nice example in my life is when I broke my back in the middle of nowhere in the mountain area, and I needed to go to Delhi for surgery. There was one airport, and the air traffic controller was not working. This was a Sunday. But guess what? He forgot his phone at his work the day before on Saturday. And at the same moment, they called my surgery called to this airport, like, yo, we need an ambulance plane to this guy. He was there to pick up his phone. It's one of the details that save my life. And I can't really believe that there was not something connecting us there. These things happens all the time, and that was an example that probably saved my life. So yeah, just pay attention. That's pretty cool stuff, I think. I think it makes life pretty nice. Yeah. Peace.